Good morning, my respected teachers and my dear friends. My name is Vainavi Trivedi from class 3rd B. As we have been reading several books since our respected KMM encouraged us to read books. I have read many books with pictures and without pictures. Since I am in 3rd standard, I like to read books which carries me into imaginary world, which has adventures in it, colorful and fancy book. So friends, which book I am going to represent today is Tinker Bell and the Mini Glow Worm, Stage 4. This book is written by Sheila Sweeney Higginson and illustrated by Disney storybook artist. This is a story of Tinker Bell, a fairy who met a glowworm during her trip to the Fairyland's forest. Here we can see beautiful flowers, birds and animals. Pictures of the book mesmerize me that I am between the perfume smell of flowers, the chirping of the birds and cute animals. Here Tinker Bell saw the mini glowworm and decided to take her home. There she named her Minnie the glowworm. From that day she started to feed her so much that it grew larger and larger day by day and couldn't fit in Tinker Bell's house. After the advice of her friends, she decided to keep the mini glowworm back into the Fairyland's forest. So friends, I am not going to tell you the secret of the book, who created big problem for whom. For that you need to read the book. When I was reading this book, I was mesmerizing and witnessing that I myself as Tinker Bell flying in the Fairyland's forest with my friends. So friends, I am not going to tell you the secret of the book again. What happened next? When I was reading this book, I thought that you should also read this book, because when you will read this book, you will also find our cutest mini glowworm and also find the secret of the book there. Thank you. Bye bye. Have a nice day.
Greetings to one and all present here. I am Navya Pillai from 3rd G. Today I am here to talk about my favorite book, Geronimo and the Gold Medal Mystery. The author of this book is Geronimo himself, is what I felt. But later discovered that it is Elisabetta Dabbi. She is an Italian author that loves to travel. That's when I found out that she writes under the pseudonym of Geronimo Stilton. This book is a little more than just solving a mystery. It belongs to the fiction genre. In fact, it is a combination of fantasy and some fascinating facts about Olympic Games. Going through the book reminded me of quite a few things. One is the spirit of sportsmanship. It is universal. Every game you play, you ought to play it fair. The other thing is, it reminded me of my friends. Yes, they are the ones who push you a little further every time and make you achieve that you felt wasn't possible. You can always count on them. And you know what? When I opened the book to read, I was amazed to see the picture of a publisher's office. Papers, computers, books, encyclopedias, printers, scanners, people, discussions, and so much of running around. This got me excited. While reading the book, I got more and more interested, and towards the climax, I had mixed feelings, that of curiosity and anxiety. The part that I liked the most is the way Geronimo and Hercule managed the situation when they were discovered by Cyrus von Snodgrass in the huge room. Friends, if you like reading mystery or like a book with great illustrations or want to enrich your GK about Olympic Games, then you must go for it. I'm sure you will enjoy reading this book as much as I did. Moreover, this book and many more in the Geronimo series are available in our school library. Thank you so much for the patient listening. I thoroughly enjoyed talking about the book, Geronimo and the Gold Medal Mystery.
Good morning friends, my name is Kavya Krunalcha. I am from class 3rd C. My parents always say that Srimad Bhagavad Gita is answers of all our questions, and that's the reason for today's book talk. I choose a book called the Gita, the Song of Eternal Wisdom. The author of this book is Mr. Anand Pai and the illustrator of this book is Mr. Datta. Mr. Anand Pai has explained the Lord Krishna's message to Arjuna in a very simple and beautiful way. Graphical presentation makes this book very interesting. Lord Krishna and Arjuna are the main characters of this book. Long time ago, there was a great war between Kauravas and Pandavas. Arjuna, the Pandavas' heroes, find himself drenched against his elders, close kin, friends, and teachers. The thought of perishing death with his arrows disturbs him deeply. He breaks down, throws away the bow, and declares that he will not fight. In the middle of the battlefield, Lord Krishna convinces when Arjuna about the life as well as his duty as a warrior, so he can fight the war with full moral conviction. I love this book a lot. I recommend this book to all of my friends. I hope you also like it. Thank you.
Hi friends, my name is Ramesh Jaksi. Today I am going to advertise you a book which is my favorite, The Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Long Haul. So friends, are you ready to listen? Yes. So let's get started. A family road trip is supposed to be a lot of fun, unless you are Greg Heffley and his family. So now friends, let me introduce you. This is an amazing book called The Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Long Haul. It is written by one of the best authors, Jeff Kinney, and this book is full of humor and fun. So friends, the school had just declared a summer vacation and Greg Heffley had decided that he would enjoy his summer vacation at home, playing video games and have a relaxing summer holiday. But then, ouch of the blue, this happened. Greg's mom said, "Pack your bags, we are going on a road trip." But almost none of the family members were excited about this idea. As Greg's dad wanted to have a boat ride on the beach, Greg's oldest brother Roderick wanted to play video games. The most excited person about this idea was Greg's youngest brother, Manny. So they set up for the road trip in the minivan and they were attached to the minivan to jump off their extra luggage. But their trip wasn't that exciting. At first, they went to a motel room which was huge. You want to hear it, friends? Yes. It was full of secret bonds. Then they received a pig for guessing the right weight of the pig at the country fair. At last, they went to a water park named Soak Central. There they proved to be expensive as the family lost the locker key which was full of their belongings. According to me, my favorite character is Greg Heffley, as he is very obedient and fun-loving. I would definitely recommend all my friends to read books of the series like The Diary of a Wimpy Kid, Dog Days, The Diary of a Wimpy Kid, The Malcolm, and many more books. So who wants to buy this book? So enjoy reading, friends.
Hi friends, can anyone tell me what do you like to do every single day?
Reading.
Yes, we read, but for what?
Fun.
Yes, we read for fun and enjoyment. That is why I chose this book, Fun in Devlo, because it has the funniest characters and situations are so hilarious that I laughed out thoroughly while reading it. It is not only funny, but it has a hidden message inside it. It teaches us many important lessons of life in funny and spiritual manner. It is written and illustrated by Mr. Didar Patnaik. He is an Indian mythologist, author and illustrator. He has written many popular books like Jaya, retelling of Mahabharata and Sita, retelling of Ramayana. Can anyone tell me what do you have to provide at the airport security gate?
Identity card.
Yes, identity card. Can you imagine that travel for a ten identity card supers identity or even Lord Krishna supers identity? Do you know that river Vaitarani takes all the memories back after we die? Oh, do you know why is cow such a cool animal? Or do you know the demon of forgetfulness? You will get answers of all these interesting questions in this wonderful book. So I think we're eager to read this book, aren't you?
Yes.
Then rush to your nearest bookstore nearly, and you can adjust what to read. Thank you.
Hi friends, my name is Anna. Today I am going to advertise about the book. The book's title is Can a Fish Kwaku? The author of this book is Amish. This is a fiction book. This is the first book of Ramchandra series. The story begins in 3400 years before the birth of Jesus Christ. Darshan, the father of Ram, had a war with Ravan. Ravan, the demon king, won the battle, but rather than ruling the empire, he imposed very high taxes on the country. Money went out of the empire. The people became poor and corrupt. They wanted a leader who can take them out of this mess. Do you know what makes any story great? Any guesses?
Villain.
Yes, it's the villain. Every great story needs the great villain, and this story is the most powerful villain that mankind had ever seen. Did I mention more powerful than Thanos? So it won't be an easy task. Ram is an ordinary man like you and me. He does not have any superpowers just like Iron Man. But he needs to bring best out of him and his people and jointly. They need to fight against the mighty Ravan. This story has mystery, suspense, emotional drama, epic fights, Ram's love for his country, his brothers, his wife Sita. But at the same time, someone pets itself does not want that Ram would be the next king of Ayodhya. Lakshman, the younger brother of Ram, feels that Ram's life is in danger and someone wants to kill him. Is it really so? Does Ram's life in danger? Will he able to take his people out of his misery? Will he able to defeat the demon king Ravan? Will Ram able to fulfill his destiny as a Vishnu? Let us all witness a journey of a man to the God. So who wants to buy this book? Me. Thank you. Good morning, respected teachers and my dear friends. I'm Sarah. क्या हुआ? Good morning, respected teachers and my dear friends. I'm Siasha from class 3rd F. Today I'm going to present something different yet interesting. This book, The Seven Voyages of Sindbad, was recommended me by one of my friends. It is adapted by Roald Wilson and Bob Williams. The authors of this book have so beautifully presented the seven voyages and its character that one couldn't resist reading it. You might have heard this slogan from our favorite potato chips, Lay's. No one can eat just once. Similarly, I have made this slogan for this book. No one can read just once. There are several characters in the story, namely Sindbad, Hindbad, the Sultan of Baghdad, the King of Serenity, etc., etc. But my personal favorite character is Sindbad. Sindbad was a sailor from Baghdad. He used to trade with rare goods. He was kind and generous by nature. At the same time, he was brave and adventurous by heart. Sindbad is a fictional mariner and the hero of the story cycle of Middle Eastern origin. He has fantastic adventures, encountering the monsters and witnessing the supernatural phenomena. In true heroic style, he survived heroin near death situation, if only to live to tell the tale. I am thankful to my friend for recommending me for this book. This book is full of mysteries, surprises and adventures. This book is a great moral to never lose hope in our life. Have faith in yourself. Last but not least, a special thanks to respected camera to organize this event and giving us a platform to present ourselves. Thank you all.
Hello friends, my name is Arun and today I am going to speak about Swami Vivekananda, which is the series of the great sons of India. I am always eager to know about the great culture of our country and sons like Mahavir Swami, Buddha, Guru Nanak. So, my mom took this book for me from Transfer. This book has 24 pages and it costs just Rs. 75 only. The author of this book is Nirmal Bose. I read this book only in one day, and today I am sharing this book with you guys. This book is giving enough information about Swami Vivekananda. We can know about his childhood, his relation with his Guru Sri Ramakrishna Paramahansa, how he became monk, how he became Vivekananda from Narendranath, how he traveled the whole country. We can also know what a wonderful speech he gave at Chicago Parliament. What a wonderful man he was. A very interesting part I like from the book is when Vivekananda was a child. He had a keen sense of reasoning and never accepted anything without evidence. Once, he and his friends were playing near a tree. They were warned by the landlord. A demon with swallows children lives on this tree. Go, play somewhere else. Frightened all the children, run away. But for Narendranath, not possible. He sat on the tree's branch waiting for the demon. Hours went by, but the demon didn't come. It was a spoof to scare us, Narendranath concluded. Such interesting incidents you can know from this book. I just love this book. I'm going to give 5 stars to this amazing book. You can also purchase it online. The address is given here, www.mycowsbooksonline.com. This is a very special book. Goodbye. Enjoy reading. Thank you.
Good morning, teachers and my dear friends. My name is Sujit Bansal from 30, and today I am going to represent the blue umbrella from Ruskin Bond. This story fills your heart. There is beauty in simplicity, and you cannot agree when you finish reading the blue umbrella from Ruskin Bond. If I had to describe this book in one word, so it could be beautiful. Ruskin Bond has done an amazing thing by penning down a simple yet touching story. The Blue Umbrella narrates the story of Binya, a young girl from a village who lived an ordinary life. One day, Binya was crossing forest with some picnickers and she saw a blue aligned umbrella. She instantly falls in love with the blue umbrella, and when the picnickers were offering a lucky charm, she would happily give it to them in the exchange of the blue umbrella. Binya takes the blue umbrella with her anywhere. Soon, this becomes a talk to the village. Some feel happy while others feel envious. The village shopkeeper was obsessed with the blue umbrella and wanted it owned at any cost. The blue umbrella brings various adventures in Binya's life and ultimate lessons of kindness, sacrifice, and letting go. This story is half and can be read in half an hour. The story is simple and so are the characters. But the storytelling is expression. Various human emotions like jealousy, innocence, possessiveness, and brilliantly portrayed in few pages. This story fills your heart with emotions and falls in love with Ruskin Bond. At the outset, it seems like it has to be read, enjoyed and forgotten, but it beautifully progresses children's story into a subtle, mature tale and a deep underlying messages. It is a quick highlight recommended one. So I request you all, you can buy the Blue Umbrella book from Ruskin Bond in your nearest stores or online. Thank you.
Good morning everyone, my name is Kia. I am going to tell you about the book which I read. The name of the book is Birbal the Wise. I choose the book because it's a real stories and full of wisdom and humor. Birbal the Wise is a witty stories for children. Birbal was one of the 9 gems in the court of Empire Akbar. This book throws the light on Birbal's intelligent, witty and wisdom. This book published by Navneet Publication and edited by Bhaskar Bhai Bhatt. Here, all want to be Birbal. Everyone want to act like Birbal because he is known for his wisdom and humor. Birbal the Wise is a set of 5 books which gives glimpse of Birbal's multifaceted personality with various incidents. This book gives us an idea of Birbal's intelligent, witty, wisdom and humor. Birbal never hesitated to tell the truth, and his wise counsel would always benefit all the people. Even today, Birbal remains everybody's favorite. In my opinion, this book throws the light on Birbal's personality. I recommended everyone presented here to get the book Birbal the Wise and get chance to be the wise. Thank you.
No person can disobey his reason without giving up his claim to be a rational creature. Gulliver Travels, an adventurous come science fiction book written by Jonathan Swift. Oh, what a book, I must say. I just can't express. When I read each and every page, I thought I'd just go inside and live each and every part of their life. Can you imagine if one day you open your eyes and see you are extraordinary, a giant creature? Can you imagine? Even I can't imagine until I read this book. Here, the person named Gulliver, one of my favorite characters, traveled in ships. But unfortunately, every time he traveled by a ship, his ship stuck in a storm and he created it to be a new adventure of his life. During his first voyage, he found himself a prisoner of tiny people, less than 6 inch tall, who are inhabitants of Lilliput. Did you know what happened next? Oh, no. I'm not going to tell you the story. I just want you to read the story and go with the adventurous ride. It is first edition printed in 2010. We can buy it from Shri Book Center. Thank you. Friends, we love to hear stories from our parents, grandparents, and from our teachers too. But now, it's time to read stories by ourselves because books are our good friends and readers are readers. So, my respected teachers and dear friends, good morning. My name is Khushbu Soni and today I have a great book to tell you about. That is Papa Tell Me More Stories. This book has been written by Karishma. The author has chosen this name because after reading one story, the reader will be motivated to read more and more stories. I love this book because its format is readable. The colorful and lovely pictures are capable of making the story more understandable. This picture-based storybook really keeps up my interest and removes boredom. This book creates an environment of fun and enjoyment through short stories with interesting characters.
Adventure plus comedy plus mystery. Yes, this book is strong and the book is named as The Amazing Voyage. And myself, Jerusha of class 30, here stands in front of you to provide my reviews about the same. In this storybook, Jeremy Stanton goes on his third adventure to the kingdom of fantasy. On his journey to the land of nightmares, he is accompanied by Strongheart, giant, Thunderon, King, Percy Sterling, the princess of silver dragons. On their journey to the land of nightmares, they are troubled by trolls, knights, witches, and smoke-spitting volcano. I like the chapter Dragon Duel because the black dragon and the dragon and flame both fought. I didn't like when my favorite line is I tossed and I turned. I didn't like when Geronimo had to travel to the volcano of nightmares all by himself. But indeed, I love looking at all the maps. This action-packed novels includes jokes, pictures and plays with words. I also recommend T.R. Stilton and Harry Potter. In my opinion, this book is a masterpiece, no doubt about that. It was so awesome. If you want to buy this book, you can find it in Crossword or Amazon. Thank you.
And funny actions and made everyone everyone feel fresh and happy. This book has short stories that can only take 5 to 10 minutes to read one story. So it's very easy to start and simple to finish one story. I felt goosebumps when I read the story of Ginny. Once Abhinav, a schoolboy, went for fishing. He caught the other part attached to the hook. Abhinav uncovered the part. A genie came out of it. Genie said to Abhinav, I can fulfill 3 of your wishes. Abhinav asked for 3 wishes. What are Abhinav's 3 wishes? How Abhinav and Ginny both created fun in school and how Abhinav won the prize is really awesome. My mom purchased this book from Crossword, but it is available at online and at local bookstores too. If you like to read fiction, problem solving, moral, character, fairy tales and suspense stories, you are going to love this book. So friends, what are you waiting for? Hurry up and grab your copies today only. Wish you happy reading. Thank you.
Hi friends, I am Achal. I am studying in 3rd B. Now I am going to present a book talk in front of you. My title of the book is Matilda. This book is written by Roald Dahl. I like this book because it is funny and interesting. There are many funny pictures in it and students till grade 6 can read this book. Matilda Mumford's father is a mean and cruel man and her mother is just plain stupid. They think Matilda is nuisance, who should watch more TV and read fewer books. But her lovely teacher thinks that Matilda is genius. Now when she grows up, she will get an extraordinary magical tricks in her hand. So her horrible parents and even more horrible headmistress should better watch out. Let me introduce some main characters of this book. Matilda. She is a girl on which whole book belongs. Michael is Matilda's brother. Mr. and Mrs. Wormwood are Matilda's parents. Miss Honey is Matilda's teacher. Miss Trunchbull is Matilda's headmistress. My favorite character is Miss Trunchbull. Elsie is so funny. I like the book story. It is also nice and interesting. The children would be eager to read this book. Roald Dahl has written many exciting books such as Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, The Twins, The Witches, etc. Thank you.
Good morning friends. Today I am going to tell you about my favorite book, Solar System. I like many books including storybooks, mystery books, comics, etc. But I have chosen this book, Solar System, written by Sarak Das. The solar system is made up of our star, the sun, and all other objects that revolve around it. It was formed around 4.6 billion years ago. Yes, you heard it right. 4.6 billion years. Many of my friends have already started getting goosebumps. Let me take you to the interesting and amusing journey of this book. It contains many facts regarding our star, the sun, and all of the dwarf planets, different planets, alien hunters, space rocks, etc. The list is endless. I got to know many facts after reading this book, and I want to share some of them with you all. Do you know the sun's surface temperature is 5,500 degrees Celsius? Its Saturn has 53 moons. That 1 year on Neptune lasts 165 Earth years. That Jupiter can fit all the other planets inside it. That a dog called Laika was the first animal to orbit the Earth. Each and every chapter holds such an amazing story that mesmerized me like anything. Isn't it fascinating?
Yes.
Is there water on Mars? What is the sun's future? Which is the first spacecraft that landed on a comet? Answers to such questions are in this book. I recommend everyone sitting here to read this book at least once. This series has more books, animals, science, and the earth, which also contains more interesting facts. It is a must read for all, as there is no age limit to gain knowledge, and knowledge is power. Thank you. Good afternoon, respected teachers and my dear friends. I am Kamya Shah from 3rd E, and today I am going to talk about my favorite book, The Castle of Adventure. What excites us most, my friends? Have your pulse shoot up to the sky? Of course, it is mystery and adventure of a book. My book title, The Castle of Adventure, written by Aaron Litton, the author, is the perfect recipe of fun, excitement, mystery, adventure, and suspense to hook you till the end of the book. Aaron Litton is credited to have written over 700 books, and her stories related magic, adventure, and friendship continue to enchant the children world over. My book is second in the series of all 8 books, and the others are The Island, which I read previously. The others are Valley, Mountain, and others are still need to be explored. What acted as a catalyst inside me as a part of reading challenge earlier that motivated and inspired me to read this book? My friends, there are 5 main characters in all the books. 4 are children and 1 is the parrot named Kiki, who cracks jokes every now and then. Dina, Lucian, Jack, and Philip are the 4 main characters, and it talks about their friendship, journey, and adventure they saw together. Sound exciting, right, my friends?
Yes.
I know in this era of digitalization that content shown on either boxes or mobiles that give you joy and excitement for a short time, but its impact is minimal. I chose this book because I love adventures and on contrary books that take you everywhere. So my friends, if you are ready for adventure, mystery, and goosebumps, you should read this series. I would like to end my speech with a slogan on friendship and books, and that is, I quote, "There is no friend as loyal as a book." Thank you.
Good morning, teachers and my dear friends. I am Arna Jain from 3rd grade. Today, the book I am going to present is The Secret of the Fairies. The book is written by Elizabeth Atami. I chose this book because it is full of adventures, mysteries, and my favorite, friendship. This story is about a magical world which is in danger. Nina, a very promising secret agent, went to Ireland to conduct research on Irish legends, where she came to know about a magical world, the land of Erin. Oh no! But Nina got missing during her mission, as if she is vanished. Now Thea Stilton and Thea's sisters are on their mission to search Agent Nina. On their journey, they encounter fairies, pixies, and some other magical creatures. Some were helpful, but some made their journey more difficult with their magical tricks. Can Thea's sisters be able to find Nina? Can they save the land of Erin before it's too late? So friends, I recommend all of you to read this book. Thank you.
teachers and dear friends. My name is Kavya Oza and today I am going to talk about the book of Thea Stilton, The Secret Notebook. The Thea sisters are 5 students at Mousefoot Academy on Whale Island. They are adventurous, lively and fun mice. This book talks about life of Mousefoot Academy. This story tells about how Thea sisters could start their own special poetry club. In that club, they have found a secret notebook which was written by a mouselet who attended the same academy 40 years back. The Thea sisters are fascinated by this notebook, but it ends suddenly. You will have to read this very interesting book to know will the Thea sisters ever find out how the story of those mouselets ended in actual. The author of this book is Elizabeth Adami. There are 113 pages in this book. This book is inspirational and also a bit suspense. There are 5 main characters in this book: Violet, Colette, Pamela, Paulina and Nikki. My favorite character is Violet because she loves studying and learning new things. She is a fan of classical music and dreams of becoming a famous violinist someday. She used to be very shy, but you will get to know on reading this book that how she could succeed in overcoming her shyness with the help of this secret notebook. Thank you.
Hey friends. Hey friends. Today I'm going to talk about the book George's Marvelous Medicine. This is a book by Roald Dahl and the illustrator is Quentin Blake, who has drawn some very funny pictures in this book. George is a little boy who lives with his parents and granny. He always has to listen to his granny when his parents are not around. He thinks that his grandma is a grumpy old woman. So, once when his parents were out, he decides to make a special medicine for his grandma to cure her horrid manners. And after his grandma has the medicine, something strange happens. She grows taller and taller and her head pokes out of the roof. Do you think his grandma will be able to come back as she was? What will happen to George's Marvelous Medicine? To know what happened next, please read this book. This book was very interesting. It kept me glued to it till the end. I'm sure children of our age would love reading this book. My favorite part was when his grandma told him that slugs and caterpillars are good for health. Ew! I brought this book from Crossword. You can also get your copy from there. You can also buy other stories by Roald Dahl such as Fantastic Mr. Fox, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, The BFG, and etc. Thank you. Hello friends, my name is Khushi Vora. I'm in grade 3rd D. I love reading books. Reading is one of my favorite hobbies. You know what? I have a great book to tell you about. You know which? Yes, Hergotry Geronimo. This book is about work of fiction. The story is cute and clever as well as informative. In this book, Geronimo and his family together try to save the great oak tree and discover the secret of this. The author of this book is Elizabetta Adami. She is an Italian author. She is the author of Geronimo Stilton series, a best-selling children's book. She enjoys traveling around the world seeking ideas for her series. This book reminds me of Text to Text. It is filled with memories of the author and her childhood. This book made me feel so excited as well as emotional too. As the story moves ahead, I got more and more curious to know what's going to happen next. My favorite part in this book is the time of auction when everyone was nervous and excited. Friends, you must go for this book specially to know the value of family bonding and the importance of our childhood memories and friendship. If you like to read books about imagination and creativity, then just go and read this book. The story is inspiring and motivational too. This book can be easily available at any bookstore, at any library, and even can be found on online also. The author created this book in such a way that each and every stage of this book you will feel something new and interesting. It holds your emotions and increases your curiosity. Friends, to know whether Geronimo could figure out and save the tree in time, then just go and read this book and enjoy the author's amazing imagination and float in it. Every experience is unique and relative, so I would always recommend trying something for yourself rather than thinking too much. Thank you.
Good morning, my dear friends and teachers. I am Ananya Raj from 3rd D. Today, I am going to talk about my favorite book, The Arabian Nights. This book is written by B.R. Deepika and it is illustrated by Narayan Iyengar. This book has 104 pages. My favorite story in this book is The 7 Voyages of Sinbad the Sailor. From all the voyages, I like the second voyage. My favorite character in the second voyage is Sinbad. The best part of the story is when Sinbad uses his cleverness and ties himself to the giant bird's leg so that he would be carried wherever the giant bird would go. This book has many adventurous stories and teaches us to explore new things. So, I recommend you to read this book. Thank you.
Hello friends, good morning. I am Prayag Lunkar from 3rd H. And today I am going to speak about one of my favorite books. Actually, I am an avid comedy reader and I have finished few of Wimpy Kid titles. While I was searching for more funny and illustrative diary format reads, I found Liz Pichon's best-selling series Tom Gates. With approximately 15 books in the series, I found back blurb of first Tom Gates book very funny and interesting. The Brilliant World of Tom Gates is a comedy fiction filled with adorable drawings and fabulous kid-speak dialogues. It is about a boy named Tom who is irreverent yet a normal school kid and is more focused on doodling than his schoolwork and takes much delight in teasing his elder sister Delia. Tom's best mate is Derek Fingal, who is his next door neighbor. Tom and Derek are in a band called Dog Zombies. Tom's exercise book is full of doodles, drawings as well as comments from his teacher Mr. Fullerman. Tom is master of excuses for late homework like dog attack, spilt water, lightning, etc. etc. One day Tom came to know that his favorite band Dude 3 is going to play a concert in his town and he manages to talk to his father for attending the band with his best mates Amy Potter and Derek Fingal. His band Dog Zombies also got an opportunity to perform at the school concert. However, both the concerts end up being historically problematic. Among all the characters, Tom is instantly likable as he has a great sense of humor and his drawings make me smile. The Brilliant World of Tom Gates is a very easy, quick read. I enjoyed the moment reading this book. So I recommend this book to be both on young readers and grown-ups. According to me, another great read is Excellent Excuses from the same Tom Gates book series. Thank you.
Hello teachers and dear friends. My name is Pragves and I am in grade 3 elementary. Today I am going to talk about one of the great books I read so far. Geronimo Stilton, The Quest for the Paradise, The Return to the Kingdom of Fantasy. The author of this book is Elizabeth Dami. She is an Italian author and is famous for her children's books. She is the daughter of the renowned publisher Piero Dami. Her most famous work is the Geronimo Stilton book series, which has given her widespread fame. She gave the credit of the stories to Geronimo Stilton, who is the best-selling author and simultaneously worked as a journalist and editor for the fiction newspaper, the Rodent's Gazette. Geronimo Stilton is the publisher of the Rodent's Gazette, Mouse Island's most famous newspaper. In his spare time, Mr. Stilton loves collecting antique cheese rings, playing golf, and telling stories to his nephew Benjamin. He lives in Mouse City, Mouse Island. This book is full of extraordinary adventures that will curl your whiskers. And this story takes place in a strange and magical land called the Kingdom of Fantasy. The Return to the Kingdom of Fantasy is a sequel to the first edition of the Geronimo Stilton book series. It is a 320 pages adventure book full of colorful images. In this story, the Queen of the Fairies persuades Geronimo Stilton to come back to the fairyland and help in the hunt for the true heart of happiness. In this edition, Geronimo's ride is the wings of a rainbow-colored dragon. He journeys through 7 fantasy worlds and embarks on an expedition which takes him to the land of sweets, my favorite parts, as well as the land of fairy tales. It is an interesting and unforgettable journey for him. Geronimo Stilton books have good vocabulary and age-appropriate content. They keep children intrigued by puzzles, maps for treasures, and many brain teasers. These books are available at all bookstores, online, libraries, etc. According to me, one should not buy all the books even though they are very good. They are expensive too. So library is a better option and borrowing from each other is always a good thing in my opinion for any such good books. Thank you.
Hello friends, I would like to discuss about a dream that I had last night. In the dream, I visited a mystery camp along with my friends Krishav and Dev. We were there to fulfill our curiosity about solving mysteries. We were excited. You know why we were excited? Because we got a chance to fulfill our curiosity about solving mysteries. While staying there, we knew that someone was stealing antique paintings from the camp. Initially, we had a doubt on one of the counselor named Buzzy Steely. But slowly and gradually, we knew that Buzzy Steely was not the real thief. But the real thief was the caretaker over there named Madam Miseli. Musi was the main culprit. So friends, do you know why I had this dream last night? Because I read one of the most interesting mystery novel written by an author named Ron Roy. Readers like me who love to solve mysteries will love this book. Oh, I forgot to tell that in this story, me, Krishav and they were not the real characters, but the real characters were Ding, Josh and Rathos. Thank you.
Good afternoon to all my dear friends and my teacher. My name is Vidita Aptani from class 3rd B. Before starting the book talk, I would like to ask something to you. Do you all believe in magic? If not, the book I am about to talk will tell you that magic is possible. Abracadabra. The book I am about to talk today is Malala's Magic Pencil. It is a beautifully written and a must read for all my friends present here. The book is about Malala Yousafzai and it is kind of an autobiography illustrated by Kara Scott. The book is about how she loved a TV serial called Shakalaka Boom Boom and was fascinated by the magic pencil and could objectify anything it drew. She desired to have this pencil to protect the life of her family and make it enjoyable for them. For example, she wanted to make beautiful dresses for her mother and schools near valleys for her father where children would study for free.
As she grows older, her definition of magic changes because of her life experiences and challenges she faced in Pakistan and Taliban. She gets really upset on the ban of girl education by the powerful men of the country. Out of fear, all the families have stopped sending their girls to school. Her father always motivated her to have a life like a free bird and to think deep. She soon understood that she can create magic by her own pencil by writing speeches about the injustice happening to the girls. She at last found magic in her own words and her work. Malala has won the Nobel Peace Prize, and to know more about Malala, how she succeeded in creating magic, I request all my dear friends to read this book. According to my favorite character in the book is of course Malala, but as mentioned by me earlier, her father supported her in everything and this could not have been possible without his encouragement. So he too is my favorite and a real hero. According to me, this book is written as a simple story but has a very deep meaning. It makes me think that we all are magicians and can change our surroundings by our hard work. The other great books that I recommend to my dear classmates is Oliver Twist. Thank you.
Good afternoon friends and my respected teachers. I am Nisha from 3rd A. Today I am going to tell book review on my favorite book. Can you guess what's the name of the book? Okay, I'll tell. It's The Wits and Adventures of Tenali Raman, authored Devika Rangachari. In our country, almost all children know about the character Tenali Raman. The book is about the tales of Tenali Raman's childhood and how he prayed to Goddess Kali and got her blessings. Tales are from the time at the court of Krishna Deva Arya and how he grew to be one of the Ashtadhikas or one of the 8 poets of Krishna Deva Arya's court. Tenali Raman was known to be very intelligent child. Despite his lack of formal education, his thirst for knowledge kept him going. The book The Wits and Adventures of Tenali Raman has simple and plain language. The target audience are mainly primary school children like you and me, but that doesn't mean adults cannot enjoy it. They can enjoy it, right? The book shows how Tenali Raman just observe and apply his knowledge intelligently to impress others around him. Some story name are the greedy Brahmin, the thieves and the well, the handful of grain or 1,000 of gold coins, the reward and the punishment and the biggest fool. So friends, we must read this book along with parents. It's real fun. I hear story each night while going to bed. I recommend this book for ages 8 above. You can buy this from Crossword and Navneet Publishers and it's online too. Thank you.